Greetings everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the mythical creatures that appear in the Holy Bible. Make sure you watch the whole video and learn about these beautiful creatures. First of all, let's talk about the unicorns. The Hebrew word rem is often translated as unicorn in the King James Version of the Bible. Scholars believe that rem likely referred to a real animal, possibly a wild ox or aurochs, which was a large and powerful bovine species that roamed the ancient Near East. In the Bible, references to unicorns can be found in several passages, including Numbers 23:22. God brought them out of Egypt. He hath, as it were, the strength of an unicorn. Numbers 24:8. God brought him forth out of Egypt. He hath, as it were, the strength of an unicorn. He shall eat up the nations his enemies, and shall break their bones, and pierce them through with his arrows. Deuteronomy 33:17. His glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of unicorns. With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth, and they are the 10,000s of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh. These passages depict unicorns as symbols of strength and power, often used metaphorically to describe the might of God or the strength of certain individuals or nations. The second is the Behemoth. The Behemoth is a mysterious creature mentioned in the book of Job, which is found in the Hebrew Bible or the Old Testament. The description of Behemoth in Job 40:15-24 paints a vivid picture of a powerful and awe-inspiring creature. Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you, and which feeds on grass like an ox. What strength it has in its loins, what power in the muscles of its belly. Its tail sways like a cedar. The sinews of its thighs are close-knit. Its bones are tubes of bronze, its limbs like rods of iron. It ranks first among the works of God, yet its maker can approach it with his sword. The hills bring it their produce, and all the wild animals play nearby. Under the lotus plants it lies, hidden among the reeds in the marsh. The lotuses conceal it in their shadow. The poplars by the streams surround it. A raging river does not alarm it. It is secure. Though the Jordan should surge against its mouth, can anyone capture it by the eyes or trap it and pierce its nose? The exact identity of Behemoth has been the subject of much debate among scholars and theologians throughout history. Some interpretations suggest that Behemoth may represent a real animal known to the ancient Israelites, such as a hippopotamus or an elephant. Others view Behemoth as a mythical or symbolic creature, representing chaos or primeval forces subdued by the power of God. The third is the Leviathan. In the book of Job, the Leviathan is described in vivid detail in two separate passages, Job 41:1-34 and Job 3:8. The Leviathan is depicted as a formidable creature with immense strength and power. It is described as having terrible teeth all around and fierce jaw teeth, Job 41:14, indicating its fearsome nature. The Leviathan is said to be covered with impenetrable scales that are his pride, shut up tightly as with a seal, Job 41:15-17. These scales are described as so tightly fitted together that no air can pass between them, making the Leviathan virtually invulnerable. One of the most striking features of the Leviathan is its ability to breathe fire. Job 41:18-21 describes how out of his mouth go burning lights, and sparks of fire shoot out, suggesting a fiery breath that adds to the creature's fearsome reputation. The Leviathan is primarily associated with the sea, dwelling in the depths of the ocean. It is described as moving gracefully through the water, causing mighty waves and churning up the sea like a pot of ointment. Despite its fearsome appearance and power, the Leviathan is portrayed as untamable and uncontrollable by humans. Job 41:8 states, "Lay your hand on him, remember the battle, never do it again." The next is the Nephilim. In the book of Genesis, specifically in Genesis 6:1-4, they have been the subject of much speculation and interpretation over the centuries. The passage reads, "When human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. This passage has led to various interpretations and theories about the identity and nature of the Nephilim. One interpretation posits that the sons of God mentioned in the passage refer to fallen angels or divine beings who descended to earth and intermarried with human women, resulting in the birth of the Nephilim. This view them as hybrid beings, part human and part divine, endowed with extraordinary strength and stature. Another interpretation suggests that the term sons of God refers to the descendants of Seth, who was a son of Adam, while the term daughters of humans refers to the descendants of Cain. According to this view, they were not supernatural beings, but rather ordinary humans who were renowned for their strength, power, and possibly their wickedness. Some scholars and theologians view the Nephilim as legendary or mythological figures, representing ancient heroes or giants who were renowned for their exploits and achievements. Others see their story as symbolic or allegorical, representing broader themes such as the corruption of humanity, the consequences of disobedience, or the clash between divine and human realms. And there you have it. The New Testament, especially the book of Revelations, has many more interesting creatures, but maybe that's for another video. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time.